Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. And today we are moving back to basics, really basic things about Aikido. We've done a lot of techniques where we say there is a version Omote waza, there is a version Ura waza. But actually I realized recently that we never made a video explaining what does it mean that the technique is Omote waza or Ura waza. So today we'll have a short look at this very basic explanation of Omote and Ura waza, what it actually means. But let's have a look. So basically, many years ago when I was starting Aikido, at that time someone explained to me that the Omote waza, a technique in Omote waza, is when I finish the technique at a certain angle compared to the position where I started the technique. So this was one of the explanations I got in my early Aikido days. And it was saying that if you are within 40 degrees from your initial position, it's Omote. And when you are turning around and doing the technique in the other direction and finishing in the other direction, it's Ura waza, which is actually not true. So it doesn't always correspond to the techniques Omote and Ura waza, because if you do an Ura waza for the same technique, let's say for Shomenuchi Ikkyo, if I go for the Ura waza entry here and the technique Ura waza, I can make a bigger turn. So actually I can make an Ura waza and finish still at the same direction, in the same direction that I was starting. So, sorry, but actually it's not the correct explanation of this. So the correct explanation is that when we do the technique in the version Omote waza, we are staying or we are doing the technique more in front of our partner. And when we do Ura, we go more behind our partner and open the space for him. Okay, so in Omote waza, when I enter, I do the technique here, going or moving towards the front of my partner, to be in front of my partner and then do the technique. Okay, similar if I do a Katate Dori Ikkyo, I move to the side, but then the Ikkyo, I will do it towards the front of my partner, in front of my partner here. Okay, and when I do it in the version Ura waza, I get to the side of my partner and then I move behind. My intention is like my physical movement is to get behind the partner. Okay, so we finish with a projection here with a takedown, which was not the intention, but okay. And similar for the other attack. Okay, so we go here, I enter, and when I move towards the back of my partner. Okay, and it's similar with a Katate Dori Shihonage. So when I do the version Omote waza, I will be moving here towards the front of my partner, a bit in front of my partner and turning back to take the Shihonage. And if I do the Ura waza version, I enter and I move directly towards the back of my partner. Okay? So it depends on where I go when I do the technique, if I move to the front of my partner or to the back of my partner. And this is the difference between Omote and Ura waza. And these two versions of the techniques, Omote and Ura waza, we will usually find in the basic techniques of Ikkyo, Nikkyo, Sankyo, Yonkyo. And also in the Shihonage, in some variants of the Shihonage we do Omote Ura. So Shihonage is normally the projection in 4 directions, so usually you can do this technique in 4 different directions. But most of the time we practice one of them, and from some attacks like the Katate Dori, we have the Omote and Ura waza. Okay, so hope you found it interesting, this explanation, and see you again in another video soon.